the new Greenville update being released, we have some brand new secrets, and some of these are insane, so make sure to watch until the end of the video to see all of them. Also, before we start today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are on the road to 15.2k subscribers, so it would be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first secret here is actually at the brand new dealership, which for those of you who don't know is actually right next to the post office and also the rusty gas junkyard. And at first glance, this thing might look relatively normal, but if you actually drive through this garage right here and then drive through this one, you'll actually see a parking spot that says Ron's Spot. Now, although I don't know all the lore behind this place, I'm assuming that this is the owner of the dealership, and it's quite a cool little Easter egg here. So I guess unless you're Ron, you're not actually allowed to park there. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what Ron looks like, if you actually look behind me here, you will see a lot of Employee of the Year certificates that actually say Ron Rivers, and this is what he looks like right here. As you guys can see, he's one Employee of the Year every single year. I'm not exactly sure how, but I mean, hey, I guess he just has a big ego or something, or he's the only employee here, so he's essentially automatically elected as the best employee every single year. But yeah, some cool little lore behind this place. I'm sure there's more that I don't know about, but I mean, it's still pretty funny regardless that there is actually technically a owner of this place. Also, this one isn't really a secret, but inside of this office there is actually a little picture or poster here that says no insurance, no problem, protect your car with our new insurance program. So it does seem like that this dealership does actually offer insurance, which is pretty cool. As you guys can see as well through the grill of this car, it is actually smoking, so that is some pretty cool detail. It would actually be cool if in the future they added a feature where if you hit stuff too much, then your car would actually start smoking like this. But I mean, hey, I guess we can only really see as time goes on. Also, another secret inside of this dealership here is that from reception, if you actually walk into this room to the left, you will actually find a vending machine which you can actually use. So if you press E, then as you guys can see, you will receive a random item. So for example, I received this thing. I don't really know what it's meant to be, but let's just give it a drink and see what happens. Okay, I guess nothing happened. Regardless though, it's still pretty cool that you can actually use this vending machine. Oh, I actually got something new. Alright, so it looks like I got some hot sauce here. Let's give this a drink and see what happens. Oh, yo, so now my head's on fire and it's just spinning around. Okay, this is actually some really cool details right here. Alright, I'm gonna do it one more time for good luck and let's see what we get. We got some, oh, we got some energy. Let's go, man. Okay, what does this do? Does this do anything? I'm drinking it for quite long, but I don't think it does anything. Honestly, really cool though. In my opinion, this is honestly better than the main dealership, so hopefully they eventually make this one of the spawn points as well. Okay, now the next one actually has to do with cars. So for those guys who don't know this update, there were only fictional cars added, as Greenville is now replacing all the real car brands with fictional car brands, and some of the new cars that were added are actually fictionalized versions of cars that we already had. However, the original vehicles have now been replaced by the fictional ones. So for example, everyone who owned the original Regera has now been replaced with the brand new fictional version, and also for example, everyone who owned the original 458 has now been replaced with the new fictional 458. I don't particularly like this, however, for legal reasons, it definitely makes sense why Greenville would want to do this. But I mean, tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. I think instead they should have refunded the vehicles for full price and given you the option to buy the new cars or not. But I mean, maybe they'll do something different for it next update. Now, the next one here isn't really a secret as it was actually in the change logs. However, a lot of people forget about this and then get annoyed when they don't do it. So this is actually that there was a new money code added this update. Now, it's been a while since we got the last money code, so it's pretty good that we've got another one now. And essentially the way how you redeem it is by clicking the shop icon in the top right corner and then clicking codes, and then here you will be able to redeem a code. So all you have to do to redeem it is by putting winter_23 in all capitals, and when you click submit, you will actually receive a free $20,000, and this is definitely something that you can't pass up on, especially if you are saving up for a new car, whether it's a car from the update or just any car in general, because usually getting $20,000 takes quite a lot of grinding, so it's definitely a nice little boost. Also, it's cool to see that we are actually getting just money itself from these codes, since in the past it only really gave you a drive to earn boost. So hopefully we see more codes like this in the future, and this will be available until December 21st, 2023, so make sure to redeem it while you still can. Now, the next secret is actually over here at the brand new drag strip, aka the airport, and there are actually a few secrets here that I'll go through. So the first one is that if you actually drive up to these gas pumps right here, you can actually refuel your car right here at the airport, which is super cool. It's always nice to have another spot to refuel your car. Also, after a lot of races, obviously, you will run out of gas, so instead of having to drive all the way to Burger Night over there, you can instead just refuel your car right from here on the runway itself, so it definitely saves people a lot of time. Additionally, there is actually a little sign down here that says sponsored by Rusty Gus Junkyard, which for those guys who don't know is actually the location near the new dealership. Also, another one in the new drag strip is actually that if you drive into these garages right here, either one of them, you can actually customize your rims and suspension right from here, which is sick in my opinion. From what I've seen so far at least, the drag strip is essentially like the new hub for all car related customization stuff, because from this one spot alone you can refuel your car, change your rims, and also change your suspension. The only thing that they do actually actually need here is the ability to wash your car. And if that was added, this would literally be the ultimate spot to do everything when it comes to car maintenance in this game. Also, in both of these garages, there are actually random pictures of cats. So as you guys can see, this one is a cat with headphones on it. Very interesting. And this one is a cat wearing some pretty big glasses right there. So yeah, two very weird and interesting little Easter eggs there. Also, another cool secret for the drag strip is that if you actually go inside of the lookout building and look at this little sign right here, if you actually bring your free cam around the side right here, you can see that it clearly says shimmy shimmy yay shimmy ya. So yeah, pretty interesting one there. And this one's actually very hidden as well, so it's a pretty hard one to find, one that a lot of people don't notice. Now the next secret here is actually at the new Starbucks area, which is actually in the shopping complex right next to the airport. And anyways, as you guys can see when we go inside, there are actually a lot of stickers up here. We can also see some of the same stickers that we had in the airport drag strip as well, on top of a bunch of other random animal pics and just random stickers in general. Overall though, pretty cool. In my opinion, it's pretty cool that Greenville is doing this because it gives locations more personality than they used to. And hopefully we actually see stuff like that with future buildings as well, and just stuff that actually gives the buildings more life. Additionally, for secrets at Starbucks, if you actually go inside from the front entrance, you'll actually see this sign right here which says the heart of our coffee collection. We have really great coffee. Why are you reading this? Go buy the coffee. Blah 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 blah. Isn't this poster cute? You're still here. Leave. Did the grammar bother you? We don't care. Now I'm not exactly sure what that's referencing, so if any of you guys know, let me know. But yeah, definitely really cool to see. Now, as most of you guys probably know, if you go onto these specific ramps right here, you can actually change your rims and suspension. But what a lot of people don't actually know is that if you drive over to this ramp in the corner here, that, keep in mind, looks the exact same as these ramps right here. Instead of being able to change your rims and suspension, you can actually paint your vehicle instead. Now, this is one that a lot of people missed out on, primarily because that it's not immediately obvious that you can actually do this. In my opinion, there should be some sort of sign or something saying like paint your cars here or something. I don't know. But yeah, it is one that a lot of people missed out on. But yes, you can still paint your car at this dealership just like the other one. Now, the next one isn't really a secret or anything, and a lot of you guys probably already know about this one, but if you actually walk into a house now, you will see there are actually light switches here. And as you guys can see, you can change fan speeds and the lights, and you can also activate RGB lighting as well, which is super duper cool in my opinion. And essentially the way how this works is that as soon as you exit the menu, it actually does apply your settings. So as you guys can see, the lighting is now purple and the fan is also spinning, and you can also change the different speeds of it too, which is really cool in my opinion. And honestly, it's just really nice to have more house customization now. Only issue is that you do actually have to individually change this stuff for every single room, which isn't really bad in my opinion, as once again it's more customization, but it might be a bit tedious for people who just want the whole house to be one setting. So I would honestly recommend them to add like a setting in here where you can change for everything in the house and not just certain rooms. But regardless, it is still pretty cool, and it also can give your house a lot more personality as well. And yeah, I just really like it. Now the next one here is something that wasn't actually mentioned in changelogs at all, and this is actually that now plates cost $3,000 instead of $10,000. So as most of you guys probably remember, plates did used to cost $10,000, which was a crazy price in everyone's opinion, especially for those who were just starting out with the game. Paying $10,000 for a single license plate is pretty overpriced. So thankfully this update, they have finally decided to change it to $3,000, which is so much better in my opinion. And that actually means that you can change your plate 3 times for only $9,000 instead of only once for $10,000. So it's so much better value nowadays, and I'm hoping to see a lot more custom plates around the place now. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. We are on the road to 15.2k subscribers. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.